Today, we're exploring the cinematic landscape of the 2000s to reveal the top 10 most controversial movie endings, those jaw-dropping conclusions that left audiences divided and talking for years. From shocking twists to ambiguous conclusions, these endings challenged our expectations and sparked heated debates among fans and critics alike. Join us as we dive into the films that took bold risks and left a lasting impact. Ready to relive the controversy? Let's start the countdown with number 10. Number 10, Fight Club, 1999. The ending of Fight Club is one of the most shocking and talked about conclusions in modern cinema. As the film reaches its climax, the protagonist, played by Edward Norton, confronts the reality that Tyler Durden is a figment of his imagination, a manifestation of his suppressed desires and anarchistic tendencies. The reveal that he is both the hero and the villain completely flips the narrative. The final scene, where Norton's character watches buildings explode as "Where's My Mind" by Pixies plays, has been interpreted in countless ways, from a critique of consumerism to a statement on personal liberation. Its ambiguity and dark, nihilistic tone left audiences divided, making Fight Club a cinematic puzzle that still provokes debate and analysis decades later. Number 9. Requiem for a Dream, 2000. Requiem for a Dream has an ending that's both emotionally devastating and visually haunting. Directed by Darren Aronofsky, the film's conclusion shows the complete downfall of its four main characters, each succumbing to the destructive nature of addiction. The stark imagery of physical and mental disintegration leaves viewers disturbed and helpless, as there is no redemption or closure. Instead, the film ends with the characters trapped in their own nightmarish realities. Harry with a severed arm, Marion prostituting herself for drugs, Sarah institutionalized, and Tyrone imprisoned. The bleakness and hopelessness make the ending unforgettable, driving home the film's harsh commentary on addiction's power to destroy lives. It's an emotionally raw experience that lingers long after the credits roll, cementing the film's reputation as a modern classic. Number 8. The Others, 2001. The conclusion of The Others delivers a masterful twist that turns the entire narrative on its head. Set in a gloomy, isolated mansion, the story follows Grace, Nicole Kidman, and her two photosensitive children as they begin to encounter what appear to be supernatural forces. However, the shocking reveal that Grace and her children are actually the ghosts and not the intruders reverses the typical haunted houses trope. This revelation forces the audience to reinterpret every scene in the film, adding layers of tragedy to Grace's character, who realizes she killed her children in a moment of madness. It's a chilling, atmospheric ending that plays with themes of denial, guilt, and loss, making The Others a standout in psychological horror and a prime example of a twist done right. Number 7. Vanilla Sky, 2001. Vanilla Sky's ending is both surreal and polarizing, leaving viewers questioning the nature of reality. As the film unravels, it's revealed that David, Tom Cruise, has been living in a lucid dream after choosing cryogenic preservation. The realization that he's trapped in a manufactured reality, haunted by his subconscious fears and desires, blurs the line between dream and reality. The climax, where David decides to wake up by jumping off a skyscraper, symbolizes his desire to confront his past and embrace the real world, no matter how painful. The open-ended nature of the conclusion, combined with its philosophical questions about life, identity, and consciousness, ensures that Vanilla Sky is a movie whose ending is dissected and debated long after the credits roll. Number 6. Donnie Darko, 2001. The ending of Donnie Darko is enigmatic, emotional, and deeply layered, turning the film into a cult classic. As Donnie, Jake Gyllenhaal, grapples with time travel, parallel universes, and his own sanity, the climax reveals that he must sacrifice himself to reset the timeline and prevent catastrophic events. The sight of Donnie smiling as a jet engine crashes into his bedroom, sealing his fate, is both haunting and bittersweet. The film's final montage, set to Mad World by Gary Jules, evokes a profound sense of melancholy and inevitability. The ending's ambiguity and metaphysical themes have sparked endless interpretations, touching on fate, mental illness, and existentialism, making Donnie Darko a mind-bending masterpiece that leaves audiences questioning the nature of reality itself.
You already know that.
Number 5. The Village, 2004. M. Night Shyamalan's The Village divided audiences with its twist ending, which revealed that the seemingly 19th century village is actually a modern-day experiment. The film's story, set in an isolated community surrounded by monsters in the woods, turns out to be a ruse by the village elders to keep the younger generation from exploring the outside world. This twist reframes the entire film, turning the supposed supernatural thriller into a social commentary on fear, control, and isolation. The ending, while clever, left some viewers feeling misled, as it subverted genre expectations. Despite the mixed reception, the twist remains one of Shyamalan's most ambitious, and the film's themes of deception and the human need for protection resonate long after the reveal. Number 4. I Am Legend, 2007. The theatrical ending of I Am Legend stirred controversy among fans of the original novel. In the climax, Dr. Robert Neville, Will Smith, sacrifices himself to save humanity by giving the cure to Anna and Ethan, symbolically becoming a legend. However, this version diverged from Richard Matheson's novel, which had a darker conclusion where Neville realizes he is the monster in the eyes of the infected beings, challenging the concepts of heroism and monstrosity. The film's alternate ending, which mirrors the novel, reinterprets the infected as sentient beings rather than mindless monsters, providing a more complex and morally ambiguous narrative. The debate over which ending is more fitting underscores the difficulty of adapting complex source material, making I Am Legend a topic of enduring debate.
I can fix this! I can save you!
Number 3. Shutter Island, 2010. The ending of Shutter Island is a psychological whirlwind that leaves viewers questioning the nature of reality and identity. As U.S. Marshal Teddy Daniels, Leonardo DiCaprio, uncovers more about the mysterious asylum, he's forced to confront the truth. He is actually Andrew Lettis, a patient who created the persona of Teddy to escape the guilt of his wife's murder and his own role in it. The final scene, where Andrew seemingly reverts to his delusion, ends with a chilling line. Which would be worse, to live as a monster or to die as a good man? This ambiguous conclusion leaves the audience uncertain whether Andrew is truly cured or choosing to live in denial, solidifying Shutter Island as a masterclass in psychological thrillers. Number 2. Planet of the Apes, 2001. Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes, 2001, features an ending that left audiences perplexed and divided. After Captain Leo Davidson, Mark Wahlberg, escapes the planet ruled by apes and returns to Earth, he discovers a shocking twist. Arriving at the Lincoln Memorial, he sees not the familiar statue of Abraham Lincoln, but one of General Thade, the film's ape antagonist. Even more bewildering, the world Leo has returned to is now dominated by apes, including the police and civilians. This unexpected shift in reality raises endless questions. Did Leo travel to an alternate timeline, or did the apes conquer Earth after he left? Burton's refusal to provide clear answers only fueled the controversy surrounding the film's conclusion. Many fans and critics found the twist confusing and unsatisfying, while others appreciated its boldness. Regardless, this ending remains one of the most debated in early 2000s cinema.
Kill them all.
Number 1. The Happening, 2008. M. Night Shyamalan's The Happening had an ending that left audiences perplexed and often unsatisfied. The film, which centers on an unexplained phenomenon causing people to commit mass suicide, is eventually revealed to be caused by plants releasing toxins in response to environmental damage. The climax, where the characters inexplicably survive as the event stops without explanation, felt anticlimactic and failed to deliver the intense horror fans expected. The message about humanity's impact on nature was overshadowed by the film's unintentionally comedic tone and abrupt conclusion. Critics panned the ending for its lack of coherence and emotional payoff, making The Happening one of Shyamalan's most controversial works. The movie remains a divisive entry in his filmography, often discussed for its bizarre and unsatisfactory wrap-up. Thanks for enjoying our video on the top 10 most controversial movie endings of the 2000s. If you loved diving into these shocking conclusions, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for our next video on the top 10 most unexpected celebrity collaborations of the 2000s. We'll explore the surprising pairings that delivered unforgettable hits and redefined the music scene.